Most men don't have one voice. They have one default setting. Yes. You don't lack confidence. You lack tonal range. And the version of you she ignores is just one frequency. You never learned to switch out of. You walk in the same. You talk the same. You react the same. And then you wonder why nothing changes. You're not being rejected. No. You're being predicted.
Yo, if you're tired of spinning your wheels in the gym, my man, and if you're also struggling with low energy, lack of results, and feeling invisible to everyone around you, you need to stop trying random workouts, my dude. And also, cut out the cookie cutter diets. Those fail because they never train your mindset first. Click the link in the show notes and start Alpha Body Blueprint today. This is the only system that builds confidence, discipline, and masculine energy, and get the lean, shredded physique you want. You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content.
The problem, why he's invisible. Let's call it what it is. Most men are running one tone on repeat. This podcast teaches you to have shifting tones. So, you should know this, you guys. This is a Machiavelli skill that you can develop over time. Time is your friend. Just to let you all know, that's the one thing that Machiavelli has been teaching me. Time is your friend. Now, the point is for you to leave me a 5-star review. That's the point, right? And keep listening. Always nice. You're always nice all the time, right? Always kind of serious. Always trying to say the right thing. Back on point, right? Into the content. No shifts, no contrast, no tension. That's a part of you guys. You should know how to shift tones. Because when you have no shifts, no contrast, and no tension, that means no pull. Because if she can predict your tone, she can predict your behavior. And once you're predictable, you are forgettable. There's nothing to react to, nothing to feel, nothing to chase. You're just there. The issue that you all have is you cannot shift tones yet, right? That's why he's invisible. You need to learn how to shift tones, brothers. The concept. What tonality actually means. Now, I'm going to get back to the point here, right? Let's fix the definition because most of you are thinking way too small. Tonality isn't just how your voice sounds. It's how your energy is delivered. It's the emotional signal behind your words. It's your frame coming through your voice, your pacing, your presence. That's what people are reacting to, not your lines. Your delivery state. Yes, your delivery state. Exactly. Now we can get into the archetypes, brothers. Okay? There are 3 core tonalities every man needs. And if you don't have all 3, you're incomplete. As I covered already, you guys. We're bridging all archetypes, okay? All archetypes. You don't need the tone that pulls people in. Nope, that's not what you need. What you need is what makes them straighten up and come across as natural, right? And the one that keeps them hooked. Most men only have one. High-level men, however, brothers, switch between all three on command. Brothers, check this out. Throughout this podcast episode, you'll be hearing shifting tones. You need to know what they are. If you don't, you're fucked. Enough said. The power layer. Shifting equals control. Fuck yeah, it does. Okay? First point. Here's where this gets dangerous. And most people won't even realize it's happening. Power isn't your tone. It's your ability to switch it on command. Most men get stuck in one frequency. They find a confident voice and they stay there. That's not power one bit, you guys. That's limitation, because the moment you only have one tone, you become readable. And when you're readable, you are controllable. You need to be unpredictable, you guys. It's important. And look, I get it. You finally found a voice that doesn't sound like you're asking for permission, right? Everybody's getting the same version of you. Real intimidating, bro, right? Sarcastic comments aside. High-level presence doesn't stay in one lane. High value doesn't stay in one lane either, brothers. It shifts from this tone to this tone, right? Did you hear that? Shifting tones. This podcast is all about shifting tones. You pull someone in by being calm, controlled, a little unpredictable all at once. Then you land something that actually hits. No fluff. No hesitation. And right before it gets too heavy, you ease off just enough so they don't run. Yeah, I know. Funny, right? Because nobody likes feeling psychologically body slammed before coffee. That's shift right there. It is what creates tension. And tension is what creates attention. If you catch my drift. You need to keep your readers or even your fans on your podcast platform if you host one. You need to create tension. No tension, no impact. Which explains a lot of your conversations, by the way. Yes. You don't need a better voice. You need access to multiple ones. And more importantly, you need control over when they show up. See how I can go from this voice to this voice. No more Adam Scott, yes. That's power, brothers. Power comes from contrast. Real life application, where this actually shows up in the real world. This is going to be integration, okay? Now, let's bring this out of theory, because some of you are already overthinking this. Don't go into analysis paralysis. Just work on shifting tones more often, okay? This is what this podcast is all about, shifting tones, okay? You hear my tones, like I can go down like this, and I can also come up like this and talk like, oh, where's that? Oh, that's right. Yes, right here. I'm shifting tones in the real world right now. You can hear it, okay? Now you hear what I'm pulling through. This is the other deeper tone that I can pull through. This is the tone right here of Nicola Machiavelli, yes. Listen to, I should say, what's that one with the episode Killer of Hesitation? Find that one. Killer of Hesitation, yes. Now, bringing it out of theory, okay? Don't sit in analysis paralysis, right? So if I want to activate the enforcer, the enforcer mode, that's the deeper one. The deeper one. Enforcer, yes, enforcer. Now, relax, guys. Calm down. I'm not here to intimidate you. I'm actually here to tell you this. This isn't a software update. You're not installing personalities either. This is not being bipolar either, so don't misinterpret me, okay? This could be easily misinterpreted as that, but don't. If you do that, I'm going to delete all your emails that you sent to me on this hatred that you guys sometimes send me on the interwebs. But anyways, first scenario. You're talking to girls. You ever notice how some of you talk to women the exact same way the entire time? Same tone, same energy, same please like me frequency, right? Now, start to finish, okay? You basically sound like the customer service, yeah. You sound like the customer service, yes you do, yes. All right. Instead, you open light, easy, no pressure. Then you drop something real for a second. You're actually not what I expected, right? And then you don't sit there and stare at her like you just delivered a TED Talk. No, not like that either. You go right back to relaxed. Yes. Believe it or not, you guys, Niccolo Machiavelli has taught me relaxed dominance. Okay? Relax. Become relaxed and dominant in your own skin. Yes. Because now she's the one trying to figure you out. Get that now? Do you understand how this can add to your benefit if you know how to shift tones effortlessly? To girls, that screams unpredictable. Yes, it does. You shouldn't be that predictable, you guys. It's a killer of attraction. Anyways, gym and presence. This is the second scenario. Let's take it to the gym now. Because some of you either look like you're about to fight someone, or you look like you're apologizing for even being there. Both are horrible, by the way. Don't start fights, okay? There's no in between, you guys. Real presence is quiet first. You're focused, you're not performing. But if someone steps into your space, yes. If someone steps into your space, you handle it. Not like a maniac, no. Not like a freaking over-the-top weirdo that tries to actually start fights in gyms. Don't misinterpret me, okay? You're not giving a seminar between sets either, okay? That was funny. Yeah, I know. Hey, bro, are you using this weight or this weight? Yeah. Fuck that shit. When you go into comparison mode at the gym, that's bad. Focus on what you can handle, what you can lift, right? That's it. Conversation over. Netflix canceled because, by the way, you guys, cancel that damn subscription to Netflix and go to the gym more often. Now, last scenario is social settings. Now, socially, this is where it gets kind of funny because you've got two types of guys. Yes, two types, yes. The one who never talks and the one who never shuts up. Both are exhausting. Yeah. Someone's snickering, by the way. I'm doing active channeling right now. I'm looking at the GM in Planet Fitness with Anna. Now, anyways. Now, listen, brothers. Active channeling is how you also can shift tones. That's an elite topic indeed. Don't do that very often, Skoda. I know what you did there. Yep. Caught you, officer, coming into my podcast. Now, you don't need to jump in immediately. Then when you do speak, you say something that actually breaks the pattern. I feel like none of you actually believe what you're saying right now. You believe, yes, believe that you can do active channeling. Yes. And now everybody's like, wait, what? Good. Now you have attention. And if someone tests you, you don't over-explain. You don't defend. You respond once. Just once. Then you go back to being normal, yes. So people don't think you're trying to start a podcast mid-conversation. The whole point, you guys, is this. I just did active channeling on the spot. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Active channeling. It's real. Now, you see what's happening here? You're not switching randomly. You're adjusting based on the moment. Pull, hit, release. What's that one? Bait, hook, reel, release. Mystery method reference. I like that. No, anyways. If all this sounds complicated, it's because because you've been living on one tone your entire life. You need to learn to bring out those shifting tones, you guys. Active channeling, yes, also real. So don't misinterpret my content today. My content is simply put, you can shift tonalities. You can create your own sub-personalities. Not by being bipolar, you guys. That's the common objection I hear. You're not bipolar. You're actually showing people that you can change your tonality by being unpredictable. Girls like unpredictability. Predictability is a killer of attraction, yes. The elite layer. You guys listen to me. This is the part where I hesitate to put on a podcast, but I gotta be honest, I want to do it. So just remember this. Elites know about this. Now, we're about to step into some tricky territory. And not to mention, very many people might think, Adam, you're talking about elite on your podcast. Listen to me, brothers. I'm only bringing this up for one reason alone. The topic of tethering is elite, okay? Now, we're going to talk about tethering for this next part, okay? It's going to be like what some of you are going to be like, yeah, bro, I was with you, and now you just lost me. Relax, stay with me, as I said, right? Because there's a deeper layer to this. When you're not just shifting tones, you're accessing different parts of your internal wiring. One can call it shadow work too, you guys. Shadow work is technically elite, if you didn't know that. It is elite. So if you've done shadow work, you could be an elite. Listen to my podcast. But anyways, this is not where I tell you to go sit in a dark room and summon spirits. Nope. Not that type of shit. I remember talking about active channeling. Active channeling is you channel people in your energy field, not paranormal, you guys. Don't misinterpret me. We're not going to do that. No. Think of it like this. You already have different sides of yourself. Sub-personalities, as one could say. Sub-personalities, yes. Everyone has sub-personalities. Their dismissive side, their naughty side, even their playful side. Those are sub-personalities. Now, anyways, the serious one, yes, I brought out the serious one, right? The intense one, and the one that jokes at the worst possible time. Yeah, that one shows up real quick when things get awkward. Now, I really hesitate to put this on the podcast, but I've already talked about it before. Just check out I'm the Reason Mirrors Have Trust Issues on my episode called How to Flirt with a Woman's Coping Mechanism, and you'll hear me talking about tethering on that podcast alone at the very outro of it. Yes, the outro. Yes, that one. I'm the Reason Mirrors Have Trust Issues. Find that one. It's a good one. It's a funny one. Anyways, tethering is not just your ability to access those sides. Nope. Not on purpose, intentionally. No. Instead of waiting for them to randomly show up, like your personality just spun a wheel and said, good luck. You felt it before, right? Yeah, you have felt this before. I know it. There are moments where you're calm, and then suddenly you get serious out of nowhere. Or you're serious. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you are, but guys, listen to me. When something slips out that's actually kind of funny, that's random. Nope. I actually pulled a push-pull on you. It's not random. No. That's access right there. Most people experience that accidentally. High-level control is what this is doing intentionally. Like, it sounds cool until you realize it. Yes. Some of you can't even control your own tone when you order food. You have to stay the same tone. Oh, I would like a, I don't know, vanilla sweet cream cold brew with light ice. That's what I get from Starbucks sometimes. Yeah, people are laughing right now because they know I have addiction to cold brews. Oh shit, Adam has a Machiavelli habit. Cold brews. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, we're starting there. We're starting right there. But listen to me. There are deeper levels to this. There are deeper levels to this where you can tap into very specific energies, but you don't need that right now. Right now, you just need to recognize this. You are not one in tone. Okay? What I mean by one in tone is this. You're not one in tone. That means this. You're not meant to have one tonality. Shifting tonalities is important, you guys. Actually, I want to give credit to my man, Alex Marago. He actually taught me a wide range of tonalities. Yes, he did. Oh, legend right there. Okay, anyways. You just stuck using the same one. Yeah, you've been stuck using the same tonality. Like it's the only thing that you're wearing on your body. Yes. Now, before you try to advance with anything like this, you'll learn to access what's already there inside you. Okay? Shift intentionally. Again, I'm teaching you guys how to shift tones. Okay? Even my man Alex Morocco, the legend. You should know that he taught shifting tones too. Anyways, shift intentionally. Control when it shows up. Yes. And maybe don't go full intense on your Uber driver tomorrow. Let's build the hit. Let's build it up. Yes, let's build it up. Yes. The trap. Misuse of tonality. The misuse of tonality. Most of you will mess this up, you guys, by trying to be impressive or trying to explain yourself, okay? Just listen to my podcast called Congratulations. You just explain yourself out of attraction. Yes. That's a good one, you guys. But anyways, don't be try hard. That's the point. You shouldn't have to force your tone either. You shouldn't have to be louder than what you want to be. Just be yourself. I hate that advice, be yourself, but in this case, you just need to be yourself when it comes to shifting tones. Focus on your own vocal tonality if you have to, okay? Now, the important point, you guys, is this. Forcing tones is not how you shift tones, okay? If it feels performed, it is. Random switching isn't control. It's instability. And people feel that immediately. What's the point behind this part, you guys? The trap that you guys will fall into is you'll try to force your tonality too much. Don't force it, you guys. You can hear my voice right now. I'm not forcing shit. I want you to know this. The next part is you need to get into the identity lock in, okay? The identity lock. You don't need better lines. You need better states. Better state of mind, if you give me right. You're not one voice. You have multiple frequencies. All of you do. Use those frequencies. Sparingly, of course. Now, you just never learned how to access them. That's the point, you guys. You need to know how to access those frequencies, okay? The man who controls his tone controls how people feel. And the one who controls how people feel controls the interaction. It's not always about frame control, you guys. It's about having different tonalities. Unpredictable, yes. Be unpredictable, you guys. Seriously. That's my biggest message for today. Shifting tones makes you completely unpredictable. Yes, in the best way possible. Alright, guys, listen to me. Do me a favor. Check the show notes. Go to masculinemindsetcoach.com/blog. Look at my blogs. Read them. I have some good articles I can list. Silent rake versus the demonic rake. Oh yeah, I have that one too. What's the other article that I have? Some of you guys are into my health and fitness advice. Check out Workouts for Hard Gainers. Good one there. But anyways, you guys, do me a favor and leave me a 5-star review. I love you. Yes, you are a legend.